Before we get started, make sure to check out our sponsor, goldsilver.com. Get the free Gold Silver Vault app from the world's most trusted online bullion website. Know your silver and gold stacks value 24/7 using the new virtual vault feature in this free smartphone app from goldsilver.com. Hey everybody, I'm Christopher Green. You're tuning in to AMTV Alternative Media Television. It is, of course, December 18th, 2013, and the big question is, did you win one of the largest jackpots in American history? Because this is all anyone can talk about right now. They could care less about the real issues. They could care less about the destruction of the dollar and, the fact that we've entered World War III and many of our opinions, and the world's pretty much coming to an end in America. But what they do give a shit about is if they won a Ponzi scheme, if they won the Mega Millions. We've got the Mega Millions winning numbers here today, folks. 8, 20, 14, 17, 39, and 7. A 636 million Mega Millions jackpot. Get the groundlings excited about giving their money to a Ponzi scheme where they basically have a greater chance of being struck by lightning twice if they step outside right now than they do of winning this jackpot. CNN reports, they say the holiday season just got a lot merrier for at least 2 insanely lucky people. Yeah, I think insane is the right word. 2 tickets matched the winning numbers in Tuesday night's 636 million Mega Millions jackpot. Whoa, isn't that a mouthful? Splitting the second largest prize in U.S. history. One winning ticket was sold in Atlanta and the other was sold in San Jose, California. So we've got a lucky Atlantaite and a lucky Crowdifornian, because there's way too many people there and it's way too expensive to live, that, might have enough money now to buy their place, that multi-million-dollar home right next to a busy freeway. Isn't that great? So did you win, America? Did you win the 636 million Mega Millions jackpot? It's all anyone can talk about. Pretty amazing. Yet the American people, and really people around the world, could care less about the fact that the United States federal government, which will be bickering about the debt in February again. Remember that shutdown we had a couple of months ago that, threatened the very existence of the United States and is destroying our currency and the value of the dollar into oblivion? A U.S. national debt here at usdebtclock.org does a pretty good job of, showing this year after year. $17.234 trillion in debt. And you see, the American people can't even fathom that. They don't even know how to compare it to the winning numbers of the Mega Millions jackpot. 636 million. Well, let me punch the numbers for you. If we convert 17 trillion into millions and we divide it by 636 million, I'm going to show you the difference. So let's see, we take 636 million. Again, we had to convert this to millions. And we divide it by $17 trillion. We hit the equal sign here. You get this number, 3.74 blah, 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 e to the negative 5. So what that e to the negative 5 means is you take this decimal point here and you move it to the left 5 times. That's how many zeros, extra zeros. And that's how significant, yet insignificant, and how American people just can't quantify. They don't understand what $1 trillion is. That's how small this is right here compared to the national debt, which again, by the way, is, brought our government to a shutdown just a few months ago and is threatening the very sovereignty of the dollar as the world reserve currency, which is going to result in war, a war that we're already fighting right now, whether or not we're seeing this in the Middle East or it's Japan and China fighting over the Senkaku Islands or the Diaoyu, as the Chinese like to call it. This is all leading up and gearing up to war. But again, you keep the groundlings down. You keep the stupid-ass, dumb shit groundlings down because they're dumb. You convince them to give them your money. Give us your money here, the lottery system says. Yeah, buy a ticket. Buy 2. Buy 1,000. You have a better chance of being struck by lightning twice, but give us all your money. And people just eat it up. They love this shit. They give millions and millions of dollars so that they can pay a small pittance, $636 million, to 2 people that won't be able to manage the money, will probably lose the money in a few years, and it also, I would almost guarantee, ruin their lives. But again, don't pay attention to the real issues here, folks. Don't pay attention to the fact that this guy here, and again, he's just a pawn, is destroying and has destroyed actively the value of your currency. You know, the American people don't understand inflation. They don't understand that, you know, if you had $1 yesterday and inflation takes root and it's only worth 90 cents today and that happens year over year, it turns out you have no money left. They don't understand that, but they do understand lottery tickets. Yeah, we'll give you our money for a Ponzi scheme. They understand this, but they don't understand this. And you see QE, quantitative easing, which will never end and they'll never taper. And I've been watching this for over 5 years, and this is coming from a broker who was a broker, a former broker at a Wall Street firm. They will never end QE. They will never end quantitative easing. And this article is correct in the fact that it's been the largest, greatest subsidy to the rich ever. Every Ferrari dealership in this country should have a framed picture of Ben Bernanke in their lobby. It should read, "Our #1 salesman." The largesse of the Federal Reserve over the past 5 years has amounted to one of the largest ever subsidies to the American wealthy, fueling record fortunes, record number of new millionaires and billionaires, and an unprecedented shopping spree for everything from Ferraris to Francis Bacon paintings. I'm hungry. I feel like some breakfast. The prices of the assets owned by the wealthy and the things they buy have gone parabolic. And so while the groundlings focus on this, and they ignore this, and they ignore this, those that are informed, that are buying real assets, you know, things like precious metals, gold, silver, palladium, commodities, art, things that are actually going to hold value against a collapsing dollar because of this guy right here, because of the policy at the Federal Reserve, because they're collapsing intentionally, because they're going to unload a new global currency in the not too distant future, while they destroy the value of your wealth and you suffer on the streets. While you're too busy, you know, getting all excited about this, telling your friend like, "Hey, Billy, we won, Mega Millions winning numbers." If you just focused on this and had actually been prudently investing your money in, I don't know, tangible assets and, you know, protecting and diversifying your investment portfolio from a dollar collapse, you'd actually be one of these guys, one of the millionaires, one of the billionaires. And you never would have wasted all your time funneling your wealth and your money and your hard-earned assets into another Ponzi scheme. A Ponzi scheme, that is the U.S. dollar. That is the debt here in the United States of America. That is the corrupt criminal government owned by Wall Street, what it is here in the U.S. today. So I just wanted to point that out to you. You know, get this out. Share education with your friends and family. Take control of your life. Don't get caught up in the American dumbed-down sheeple drip machine that is rotting and destroying our civilization and taking anything that was ever moral, good, or just, anything that had anything to do with liberty or anything like that away from our children. You know, educate yourself, set a good example, and don't waste your hard-earned money on this crap. I'm Christopher Green. Get it out everywhere, hard-hitting and in your face. Please click the link below to support our sponsor and make it viral.